First job for you this morning. Oh, one of them letterboxes fitting on here.
What, inside?
Cut a slot in the wire.
Oh, an axle job.
Wire cutters, there's a clue in the name.
Well, where do I get a box from?
Anywhere you fancy, mate. You can have one made out of brass plate, if you like. We have got that council contract.
Oh, great, at the school.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, brass place it is then. You got any dosh?
Hey, give over. You can knock something together out of them offcuts. And if you see Deirdre, address her as Her Majesty today. Down to her is this. Pays to have contacts in this world, Jace lad.
I don't want Beth to feel I care less about her than this one, because I'm not a real dad.
Well, I felt like Martin was my real dad, and he wasn't there from the start.
Did being adopted make a difference?
Showed he meant it.
Well, what if... How would you feel if I adopted Beth?
Seriously?
Well, yeah. Be good if you all had the same name, wouldn't it? Like a proper family.
Hey, not Grimshaw yet.
Well, you better hurry up and marry me then, ain't you?
So what do you think she'll say?
Oh, my mother, you never know. Something totally inappropriate. Oh, hi, Mum. Yeah, I'm fine. In fact, I've got a bit of news. I'm engaged. Oh, of course, to be married. What else do you get engaged to be? He's called Dev. How tall is he? Look, what's that got to do with anything? Listen. That's my beautiful ring. Of course you can see it. Tonight, well, great. I'll get Dev to cook. He's a fabulous cook. Get a pen. I'll give you directions.
She wants to know my height.
Oh, with my mother, it's whatever in her head. She prides herself on being unpredictable. Okay, you ready?
Oh, I thought you'd gone.
No, I'm going in late today. I've got to stay for an evening meeting.
Oh, I was going to suggest drinking the Rovers before tea.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I don't think I could cope with Bev sniping at me again.
Sniping?
Yeah, that Charlie's chucked her. I'm surprised she couldn't see it coming.
Well, what's that got to do with you?
Oh, exactly. She's just being paranoid. She probably thinks he's got his side of the story in first.
Not been talking to him, have you?
Well, you know, just in passing.
Not about her.
Oh, the weather, the price of fish.
So he's forgiven you about getting the council on to him about that asbestos then. You think he'd steer clear of someone with your sort of influence?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yes, I think it's safer to have you on side, not that you give him an inch.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Well, doesn't sound like Bev would agree. Strange she's taking it out on you, though.
Listen, are you going to the library today? Only I've got a book that needs taking back.
That's the point, yes. I better find my ticket.
Had I finished?
It's cold.
Why don't you take the day off? Do a bit of shopping or something. Thought you were off to cash and carry. Well, Betty can hold the fort, can't you, Betty?
Oh, yes. I've got Kieran for lifting anything heavy.
I'm stopping here. Not having folk gossiping behind my back.
Well, I doubt whether could lift anything as heavy as the atmosphere in here.
Nobody is gossiping.
You could tell she was up to something.
Oh, not this again. Look, I know you're upset with Charlie finishing with you.
And we know why and all.
You don't know that anything was going on between him and Deirdre.
I'd have thought you'd have been sympathetic. You know what it's like to have folks sneaking around behind your back.
You can't compare your fling with Charlie to my so-called marriage to Peter.
Sneaking is sneaking.
Yeah, and imagining is imagining. So you either take the day off or you drop it because I've got a pub to run.
Oi, aren't you meant to be at school?
Free period.
Go on, server. I know better than to get in our Katie's with her when she's starving.
38, please.
All right.
Oh, yeah?
Shouldn't you all be at school?
Oh, free period. What's this? The flaming timetable, please? I thought you wouldn't have to work anyway.
Well, I swapped my shift. I'm on my way in now. And if I'd have known you were free, we could have met for a coffee.
Yeah, well, I thought you were working, didn't I?
Well, I am.
Are you going to take me money? Or do I have to stand here all day listening to these two rowing?
Pound, please.
Cheers.
Stop.
See you later, Kate. See ya.
Great, now my dad thinks we're arguing.
Oh, we are?
We're not.
Well, we will be, unless you give us one of them.
No chance.
Stop me.
Do you know what?
I'm taking this.
$6.99, that one.
Oh, Dev said I could get it.
Then you should have told me. For all I know, you've had a row and you're doing it to get at him.
A row? Hardly. It was his grandmother's.
I can't let you take that without paying for it.
Well, I'll get my fiancé to pick it up later. I'm sure he'll have something to say about your not letting me have it. Stick it behind the counter till then, will you? Thanks.
Charlie around?
No.
His van's here.
Well, he's not here. You can check if you like. He's not the one to hide.
What's your lip, young man?
He's at Deirdre's. Well, if you want to leave him a note, you know, you can stick it in here.
2 flaming permanent sets and a blueprints. I tell you, if I ever get to do one of these air shows, I'll have to specialise in the over 70s.
It's all glamour, your job.
Yeah, right. Ooh, she's coming for a trim, she's mine. Hello.
Mrs. Stanford, you still having nanny trouble?
Nothing that sacking girl hasn't resolved.
Oh, dear.
But I found someone else, someone perfect.
Good. This is Mrs. Stanford, who I worked for when Josh was away.
Oh, I'm Maria, I work at the... I'm meant to be collecting some currency for our holiday on Monday. We're off to Florida. Oh, whereabouts? Charles booked it as an anniversary surprise, but he doesn't think about the practicalities, like managing Chelsea in the heat.
Aren't you taking your new nanny?
Yeah, I'd have applied if it means a free holiday. Is there somewhere else we could chat that's a little less distracting? Oh, don't mind me. I didn't mean to be rude, but I'm pushed for time. I wanted to run past you the terms I'm offering the nanny, see whether you think they're reasonable.
Okay.
Obviously, there's an attractive wage, then a run-around car, a flat in the annex, and several trips abroad a year, all paid for.
Very generous. Anyone would be daft to turn it down.
Good. I need you to start on Monday in Florida.
Me?
Pack your swimsuit, like Chelsea, to be at least buoyant by the summer.
But I can't just...
Oh, obviously, we'll just compensate your employer.
It's not that.
Claire, don't let your lovely sentimental side cloud your judgment. It's a very good offer. We pay well because we want the best. Now, think about it.
I don't need to. I'm sorry, the answer's no.
I won't hear an answer now. Think on it. Call me.
Well, I'd best get back. Do you want me to chuck these in our skip?
No. They just make me feel as if I'm guilty of something.
Of what?
All I said at the council was that you were reliable. I'm not in a position to influence contract decisions.
A word in the right ear can make all the difference. In the left ear and all.
Oh, but flowers. I feel like some sort of corrupt official.
Corruption's underrated, if you ask me.
Oh, well, I won't ask you then. And I don't know what Ken's going to make of them.
Well, she hasn't bothered now.
Oh, no, they're lovely.
What time you got to be in work? Only I'm nipping down the town all myself in a bit if you want to lift.
What are you doing down there?
Some kind of investigation into corruption at the council. I'm giving evidence.
Will you give over?
Sorting out the contract.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, a lift would be great.
I'll pop back in the van then.
OK, I'll put these in some water.
All right. Martin. What? If I apply for another job here, will you give us a reference? I mean, like, the personal reference.
So your job's not enough for you?
I thought a full-time job would be better money.
Oh, yeah. Being a dad is a financial black hole.
You don't regret it, do you?
No, of course I don't.
I'll be the same sort of dad as you, one adopted and one not.
Why are you adopting Bethany?
It's difficult today.
I don't know, mate. Things have probably changed since my day. I want to talk to a social worker. In fact, why don't you go to paediatrics? I bet they'll know someone.
You were coming or going?
Come in, mate.
Let me get a drink, I'll join you. There's nothing like a morning of bedpans to work up an appetite. I've got to go and talk to someone, then I'm off home. Don't rush off. I'll give you a lift home. I'm going your way in a bit. I'm fine.
Right, well, let us know about that reference thing, anyway.
Not moving on, are you?
Yeah, it's worse than that. It's thinking about working here full time.
That's great. I hope they give you long enough dinner hours to eat your dinner in. Don't want it. See you later, Martin.
All right.
What's up with him?
I don't know, search me. It was all right a minute ago.
All right, in here. I just knocked them flowers over. I told you they caused trouble.
Still left it for Ken to mop up. Give him something to do tonight.
Oh, he'd love that. He's still not forgiven me for abandoning him to have his tea on his own.
I only told her that people can't go around helping themselves to the stop, whoever they are, without your say-so.
And that's all it was about?
Yeah.
Really? Because I suspect that your outburst had something to do with you finding out that we'd got engaged.
Well, it hadn't. And it wasn't an outburst.
Let's not play games. I can see you're upset, and I'm sorry. And I would have told you myself.
I'm upset because you put me in an impossible situation. You should have told me.
About the engagement.
About the wine. I'm pleased you've sorted things out with her.
You don't sound pleased.
Well, that's because now it looks as though I've got a problem with you getting engaged to her, and I haven't. All it would have taken was a phone call.
I should have. I'm sorry.
Thank you. So can we start again, then? Congratulations.
You mean that?
I do.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
$6.99, that. I'm kidding. I'm going to get it myself. I'm having staff discount, though.
Hey, it's free.
It's a gift. Have a good night.
Don't know about that. In-laws.
Oh, well, yeah. Good luck.
Thanks.
So you really expect me to believe you turned down, what, a car? Something like 6 holidays a year, loads more money, and a flat in the posh house for him?
Yeah.
No girl turns stuff like that down for a man that size. Oh, come on, Claire, admit it, it's Ashley, innit?
It's the whole setup.
You're a fool to yourself. Either you're just a nanny, and in which case you should take the best nannying job going, or you want to be with Ashley, and in which case you should admit it. At the moment, you're doing neither.
I'm doing what I want to do, where I want to do it.
Tell you what, I'd be a nanny for what she's offering, even if it is for a snob like her, and she'd get a free haircut thrown in.
I'll give you a number.
Nah, couldn't leave Nick.
There you go, then.
Nick's over 3 foot tall and stopped needing a dummy years ago. Although, try telling his mother that.
She said you're too young.
You have to be 21 to adopt.
Yeah, but that's stupid. You're old enough to have one, but you can't adopt.
That's right. By the time I can, Beth will be at school and everything.
Well, it'll mean more to her if she's a bit older. She'll understand how important it is.
No, I wanted it all sorted.
Yeah, well, what's the rush? The most important thing is that she feels secure. She knows that you'll always be there for her.
Yeah. And I will be.
I know. So does Bethany. No, Martin?
No, he's working.
Oh, is that so?
Quite a bit of please, Beth.
So what's it Todd said to you then?
Oh, he was in a right mood with me. I don't know what I meant to have done.
Probably not. He was a bit serious, is Todd. A bit intense, if you ask me.
Anything else?
No, thanks. Oh, take one yourself.
Ty, love, I'll have a brandy.
Another brandy.
He offered.
I think he might have meant take 20p or something like
And
that.
that's what I will take. The rest I'll put in myself. Happy now?
Hey, Keane. They look cosy. Have they been here long? Now, Tommy, you well know that us practitioners of the noble art of putting points never talk of what we see. Ah, so there's something to talk about, is there? I'm not at liberty to say. Tough.
If there is something going on, I'll be sure to let Martin know.
Take no notice. She's the woman scorn. I heard Charlie had kicked her into touch. It's the age thing. It was never going to last. No. I suppose not.
There, all there's your wages. Now, listen, I've been thinking. You've been with us best part of a year now. I think it's about time we reviewed what we was paid.
Has Maria said something?
Maria, no, what?
Oh, nothing.
No, it's just that Boris mentioned his annual rise. Well, what's Maria got to do with that?
Nothing.
Well, it must be something, Claire.
Well, she knows we had a bit of a... well, an offer, really, from Mrs. Stanford.
Oh, milky more batat. Now, I have here in this bag what purports to be the finest pork pie to the side of Pennines. A lovely penny discovered it in a baker's shop, and I'm going to decipher the recipe.
Nice to venture out the cottage then, did you, Dad?
We had to venture out on occasion for sustenance. Now then, sit yourselves down and partake the sense of a piece of pie, as they say in Yorkshire.
Right. Don't look so worried. I promise I won't embarrass you.
No, but they will. Right. Oh, I haven't told them that I'm not working, okay?
What? Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Sharma. Welcome. Come in, come in. Can I take your...
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Something smells good.
Dino said the directions sound familiar, but it took till we came round the corner at the lights there before I realised we've been here before. Well, not here, obviously. But Dan Macaulay has his town flat in the block next door, doesn't he, darling?
Yes, Dan's on the board of the golf club.
How is board life, Mum?
Let's not talk about golf. So, you're Dev. My, but you are quite tall, aren't you?
I'll just get the drinks.
Put us out of our misery, Dev. What do you do?
Well, I am...
Anne-Marie, darling, you've got all evening to grill the poor boy. Let him get a drink first, eh?
have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma.
Thank you.
After you.
How many she had?
Not that many, but people are starting to notice.
Right. Okay, look.
So,
Thank you.
one lager, one orange juice, according to the barmaid.
Thanks.
You don't have to drink it.
Oh, that's charming.
He's driving.
All right. Well, I'll have that then. Can I get you something soft instead?
You want something soft off my dad, Carl?
Good at bar, Katie. After you've introduced me.
Carl, this is my dad.
Tommy.
Hiya, Tommy.
I used to get to meet all our Katie's mates. Then she went through a bit of a cagey stage.
Yeah, get his drink.
So where'd you know from then?
One brandy.
Why don't you go and have a bath? I'm all right here. Rather soak in booze, would you? He hasn't come in for his usual pint, has he? Charlie? He's probably working late. He's with her. Why are you trying to make an enemy of Deirdre? Remember that daytime with the pilot some months back? It was her messed that up for me. But she thought it was somebody else. So she says. Look, Mum, Deirdre doesn't seem the type to go around hurting people she's mates with. How do you know?
So if I keel over then, it's best to do it in front of you. As long as you make a big dramatic scene of it so I can be a hero.
You're angling for some first aid, are you, Dad?
I won't be a sec.
Oh, looks like you frightened him off.
He seems like an easygoing lad. I quite like him.
Thought you had a problem with age gaps.
He's nearly your age, isn't he?
Exactly.
So, is that what you want to tell me?
Sounds like there's something you want to tell me, Mum, if you're that keen on him.
Is there what going on?
Well, I'll ask him. I don't go for older men as a rule, but seeing as though you're so keen...
You what?
Oh, didn't I mention that he was gay?
Gay?
Yeah, I'm not sure that Mam will think much of you chatting him up like that.
Same again, Betty Legs. How well do you know Deirdre Barlow?
Well, obviously better than you. I mean, she's Rashid now.
Rashid?
Yeah, she married this young Moroccan boy, you know. Tragic, really, where he died.
Young, you say?
Well, yes, I mean, most people thought too young, but, well, they loved one another, you know. No doubt about that. Why, love?
Oh, nothing. Just interesting what you find out you didn't know about somebody. Bit of a pattern developing here, eh? Deirdre and young men, eh?
Mum, she's probably at home as we speak having a tea with Ken. It's just your mind working overtime.
Is it?
Travel, they say, broadens the mind. When the opportunity arises for you to see how other folk live in other places, one should never pass it up.
It was an hour's drive away.
They're different, Yorkshire folk, as this pie testifies. I shall get to the bottom of this recipe. Penny has a weakness of pork pies, it turns out. I was saying to her only took a day.
Claire needs to go home and I need to speak to her first.
All right. Well, I'll make myself scarce. I'll go and see how that hostelry of mine is faring.
So?
Ta-da, me ducks!
So this offer off Mrs. Stanford, is it good?
Depends what you want, doesn't it?
More money? Well, I can't match that, not with the rice.
I wouldn't want you to.
But you do fancy working for her?
No.
Well, you'll be a fool to turn it down.
Then I'm a fool. Because I did.
So you said no?
I said it. Whether or not she took any notice is another matter.
Well, you shouldn't rush decisions like that.
Making a quick decision doesn't mean it's the wrong one.
Well, if you're sure, then I'm glad for us. For Joshua, I mean.
It shouldn't be too long. In fact, I thought she'd be about right now.
Oh, come in.
Of course, yes. If you want to wait.
Nice flowers.
Deirdre must have bought them.
Where is she?
Town hall meeting. This job is quite demanding.
Did she tell you about our disagreement?
She mentioned something.
Oh, I'm surprised. I'd have thought she'd keep it quiet.
Well, she was a bit upset about it.
Suppose she denied it?
Denied that you'd had a bit of a row.
She must enjoy the danger.
Have you been drinking?
Think I'm entitled to a little drink after the way I'm being treated.
Well, look, I'm sorry to hear about Charlie, but I can't see how taking it out on Deirdre
Are
is...
you sure you know where she is?
Sorry, am I missing something here?
Yeah? Your wife? Always had a taste for the younger man, and she understands you had a problem with Dev not long back.
Look, I don't know what you've come around here for, but I'm not prepared to
Charlie
stand
didn't chuck me for no reason. He'd already started something with someone else. Deirdre.
Come on.
Whether you want to believe it or not won't change the fact it's happening. He called for her earlier, and off they went in his van.
You expect me to believe this?
It's up to you. Let her make a fool of you if you want. From what I hear, it won't be the first time.
I think you'd better leave.
I'm going. Just think of it as a friendly warning. Oh, don't be a fool. See what's right under your nose. Like I say, nice flowers.